Hello and welcome back to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield, singer-songwriter, vocal coach and session musician, back to listen to the deluxe songs from Eternal Sunshine. Brighter Days Ahead. I like that as a title, and we have how many new songs? We've got an intro, Twilight Zone, Warm, Dandelion, Past Life and Hampstead. So technically 6 if we count the intro. We'll count the intro. It's 2 minutes 41 seconds, we can count that. I'm really excited to listen to this because I just love this album, and the songs from this record have stayed with me, and to me that's the sign of a great album. And so I can't wait to have more. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this will be the highlights version of what I will be releasing over on Patreon, because if I try and put the full thing online, it will just get blocked. I do try, and it always gets blocked. I did a recent community post about it actually, if you'd like to go and check that out for more detail. But anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the highlights edition. If you're watching on Patreon, then welcome to the extended edition of this reaction. Let's just get stuck straight into intro, End of the World, extended. And hey, it says extended in the title, perfect. And let's see what is going on here musically and vocal wise and production wise, all the stuff that we enjoy. Are you ready? Here we go. Nice, I'm gonna turn this up.
Aren't you really supposed to know that shit? Feel it in your bones and own that shit. And I've been thinking about for like 5 weeks.
You hear that emphasis on the 5 weeks, having that harmony on top. That's a really nice layer. This is very conversational because it's just these two quavers basically just going back and forth constantly, rhythm wise.
Right now,
lovely layers. So when she released the original intro, because if we go back to the original, it was 1:32. When she released that, she must have had the extended version already, are we thinking? Or are we thinking that this version she's written since then? I don't know.
The sun refused to shine.
Beautiful descending chords. I love that movement because it feels very expressive. We've been kind of down here in this song, and then suddenly we have this brightness in that interval movement. Moon and dark. Oh, I am on not a keyboard sound. Piano sound, I mean. Yeah, it's moon and dark. So down the minor third and then up the fourth. I just really like that. And then all the way down, which is down to that F3. What a giant jump. Ooh, okay. This is gorgeous. So these chords, wait, let's just listen to that again. Dun, 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 dun. Did you hear that? That is beautiful. That is like a passing chord, so not necessarily the one that you would stick to as your main, I'm going to write a song above this, but it's a really nice stepping stone into another chord. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Ooh, the bass coming in there. That's a really good example of a great backing vocal where it's sort of the tail end of the last one. Would you still be here? Whatever it was, matters not. What matters to me about that is that it extends into the next phrase while she's continuing the lyric, and it's just gorgeous phrasing. So everything feels very connected. Again here. Little swell into the final part. Wow, what a beautiful extension. When I saw this, I didn't know if it was going to be, I mean, of course it would be the extended version of the original intro, but for some reason in my head I didn't know if it would be the same song or a completely different song. I don't know if that was just me that felt that, but as it happens, we have these two kind of parts, and wow, it's so stunning to hear the extended. Maybe we can have a part 3, you know, an extension of the extended version. I don't know. Okay, Twilight Zone. So good already, so good. Just the driving nature of that kick drum and the bass. Oof. That rising chord there, that's nice. See what I said about that interval movement earlier and how it brightens the song? Same thing that's happening here. Grey one. Lovely delivery as well. Oh, interesting. I really like that. That's nice because it's within the second inversion of the C major chord. So you have your home triad, first inversion, same notes, but the bottom one goes on to the top. I don't even know if I'm making sense. And then the second inversion, you begin on the G. So you have basically in your root triad, you have your first, third and fifth. So with C, it's C, E and G. So if you take the C off the bass and put it on the top, you have E, G and C. And then if you take the E off the bass and put it on the top, you have G, C and E. I don't know if I'm making sense. However, that is what was happening there. Okay. Ooh. Little break. Okay, so I don't know exactly what it's going to do next, but I really like this continuation of that melody as the chord drops. So that's kind of working with the fifth and with the F on the bass, and then drop it to the B flat, but keeping that fifth in the melody. Words, Nina, words. Such sweet vocals. Okay, so she hangs onto that D minor a little longer than I thought she might, and then resolves to the C. So you have that F, B flat, D minor, C. Great chord progression. It's a familiar chord progression. Woo. Again, we have these lovely interweaving backing vocals, and also at the same time the higher frequency synths, just kind of a little addition there. She is a master of vocal arrangement. That onset there is nice. Call. That's nice. Break. I'm adding in the vocals now. I feel like we could have that extra can't believe there. That would be nice. It's not like I'm oh wow. Exposed. Very Imogen Heap. Very Imogen Heap there at the end. Wow. Max Martin on that one too. Yeah, that layering of the vocals at the end. Fantastic. Really like that. Okay, let's go into the next one. Warm. That reminds me of a song. What is that song? That really reminds me of something. Can you hear the odd do, boom, 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 the percussive element? Nice. Whoa. That is a great interval movement. Take no notice of, if you will, the reverb choice and how her vocal just goes into the exosphere, the atmosphere, and evolves into the production. Yeah, so she loves a fourth drop and a fifth upward movement. That's what I feel. Listen to all the twinkly sounds. Goodness me. She just say, hold the space. I feel like holding space is such a a moment for Ariana and the whole Wicked thing at the moment. Nice. Little clashes in the harmony. This is beautiful and cinematic, and because we've taken out the pop elements in a way and just having these high frequencies and the string line, it really feels very cinematic. This is a lot of space to breathe. So the phrasing here is nice. So this is harmonies stacked. We have loads of harmonies here. I wouldn't even know which one to pick out first. She does, however, have going on as a constant, that E flat. Let me just hear that again. No, sorry, I meant the B flat. That is going on as a constant. Wow. Great rhythmical play between everything there. Gorgeous. Sorry, yeah, I did sing over a lot of that at the end, but you know, when I feel something, I sing something. That's what I do. Okay, dandelion. Ooh. We have the crackle effect as well, so this is really taking us back in time. Ooh. Okay, so I love taking that and then using it as a rhythmical tool, and then suddenly it's a hook and a new song is born. Oh. So now that trumpet is following the vocal, or the vocal's following the trumpet, whichever way you want to say it. Whoa. F5 up there. So clear. Clear as a bell. Whoa. See, she kind of trains me to expect certain phrases, especially ends of phrases, to be highlighted with harmonies. There's a lazy play with the drums and percussive elements against the vocal, that kind of delayed da-da thing going on. How that brass has now been completely warped and changed. Wow. It's like the harmony takes it from a mezzo forte vocal to a fortissimo, just I love that movement. The percussive elements that feel like they're not supposed to be there are really, I don't know, you get into a groove of a song and then it suddenly sort of takes me out slightly. It's really interesting. Unique. That. Okay, so again, listen to the dynamic changes, the kind of, we're here, and then suddenly we're here, and then we're back here, and then we go back here. Where are we going up to there? Again, that F5. What an interesting song. that one took me by surprise because of the interactions with rhythms and how it was maybe meant to feel slightly uncomfortable at times. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Okay, we've got 2 more songs left, Past Life and Hampstead. Beautiful. Okay, here we go, Past Life. I like this. I like the bass. I love a smooth, warm bass that Ariana does in a lot of her songs that I love. This is great, the delivery here. That is so cool. Again, another great interval movement there. This half-time thing. Wow. Oh. This is a great example of what you can do with choice of sound and how each layer interacts with the other layer and how it can cause this momentum within the song to build. And then if you put that on top of rising chords, ooh, it's gritty. It's gritty. Reverse sounds, nice. This is the first time that we're really hearing her keep those more forte vocals consistent rather than retaining that head resonance, that head vocal as a stylistic choice of the new songs. Wow. And then it drops down. That E5 and just the projection there. And then that drop of an octave. I like that she did the and there's a break, there's a wait here, and then everything's going to come back in. This is great production, really great arrangement as well. Oh, she got me as well because I was thinking it would come in slightly earlier than that, but I like the do in the kick drum. It's cool here because we can hear that rhythmical aspect coming through more in the instrumentation when the vocal takes more of a back seat. How is this going to end? Nice, and just hearing again all of the tail ends of the reverbs and beautiful. Really like that. That might be my favourite of the new songs so far. Oh, and we've only got one left, so it may very well be my favourite. Here is Hampstead. Piano. Crowd sounds as well. This one, I'm in on the lyrics. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm reading them. I've got them on screen, so I'm kind of taken with that. It feels like we're supposed to focus on the lyrics here, and the music feels like a kind of background thing. Back to these really piano vocals. And what's interesting about this one is all the layers gone. So when I say it feels like the music is the background thing and the vocal and the lyric is supposed to be the highlight here, I really mean it, because ordinarily we might at this point be having all these interweaving points within the music and the vocal, but here, highlight of just a solo vocal. I like how that follows in the keys. Wow. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the very musical theatre, very, very beautiful, very dramatic. Let's hear it again.
What's wrong with the reasons
That's the move up.
every time? Danger,
Ooh.
danger. I've been dying. Point of view.
Back to the I do.
I do.
Huh. Is that a nod to wanting to get married also?
I don't remember too much of the last years when it got here.
Okay, so now we're having more of the classic Ariana arrangement in terms of vocals, so those backing vocals coming in. Still quite simple, I'd say, but the build is happening. It's begun.
Guess I'm still the same, but entirely different.
I like that lyric as well. I'm still the same, but only entirely different, because, you know, a lot can happen in a year and it moves you and changes you in ways you don't expect.
Never love was just some lines and some songs. What's wrong
Wow.
with the poison? Tell me.
Those chords, they are incredible. Trying to work out what it is. Could be that. Oh, I think it's that. Okay, so it's the D over the C. So what's wrong with the I think. Let me just hear it one more time.
What's wrong
C.
with the poison?
Yeah. Then the D over the C. So many layers. Back to our intro vibe. Huh. Because I feel like that song is meant to be that moment when you're watching a movie and someone has something really meaningful to say and they go up on stage very unassuming at a bar and sit down at the piano and start to sing, and then they get lost in their own world, and in their head this whole massive production is occurring. This whole thing that Ariana just did in the center of that song is occurring in their minds, but to the outside world it's just that beginning and that end part, you know. That's what that feels like to me. I don't think there's anything else on that. No. Ooh, very meaningful songs we've got here in this extended part. I feel like we could have a part 3. I'm telling you, there could be a part 3 of this. Can you have more than 19 songs on an album? Sure, why not? Yeah, I really like that, and I really like, was it Past Life that I really like? I need to learn the songs. I think it was Past Life that I really liked. Yes, was the song I just listened to before that one, but because that was so all-encompassing I sort of forgot. Let me know what your favourite songs are from the extended version, the bonus songs, and what other things stood out to you from listening to that, lyric-wise and production and vocal-wise. Hopefully listening to it with me was enlightening in some way, and just kind of diving into some of the chords and things, because there were some beautiful chords within that, so I really enjoyed just even just the chords and the vocal delivery and the production and everything else. Yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, as I say, you can watch the extended version of this over on Patreon. If you're watching on Patreon, thanks for watching with me, and I hope you enjoyed just spending a little bit of time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you on another video very, very soon. Have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.
Let's talk when I feel. Stop getting high, now I'm in too deep. Get high when I sleep.